Well, it has become an undeniable fact that we can't live without our smartphones, right? And there's something which we can't live without too, and they are nothing but the earphones. We use our earphones for almost everything, right from listening to music, watching videos, watching movies, talking to someone for an extended period of time, and even while playing games. But sadly, with any smartphone you buy today, you won't be finding earphones inside the box, and companies don't include them just because of one reason, that is just to cut the cost. So we are left with no other choice than buying something from a third party company. But hey, there are a lot of companies which actually make some good earphones, and one such company which I find is good is Boat. Well, I've been using Boat Bassheads 225 as my go-to choice of earphones ever since 2017. So I've been using it for almost a year and a half now, and I've already made a video on that, and in case you missed it, here will be a card to that. But the bottom line is I didn't like it much, and I was just looking for something which is better than that, but hard fact, there's nothing else to beat it at the price. So I'm still using Boat Bassheads 225, not the same one which I reviewed. This is the second one, of course. But when I came across this new product from Boat, which was called the 110, I thought just why not give it a shot. So here we have the Boat Bassheads 110, and let's unbox it, and we'll also review it, and we'll also compare it. So Vanakkam everyone, this is Harin from Gadgets Connector, and let's get started. The earbuds are made out of plastic and they feel very light. The length of the wire is also not too long, but it's adequate enough. The microphone module is present right at the center, and it is accompanied by a single button, and we don't have any dedicated volume buttons here. Alright, let's put this to the sound quality test. In terms of sound quality, I would say the mids and lows are actually pretty good, and the vocals are actually very clear. If you give a lot of importance to the lyrics of a song, then this won't disappoint you at all. But in terms of highs and loudness, I would say the sound output is pretty flat. And I often found myself keep increasing the volume for almost every other song, because I felt the volume levels were very low, and even at 50% of the volume I felt like the volume was not adequate enough. And to make things worse, the bass wasn't good at all. And especially with a lot of bass heavy songs that I listened to, I was not getting the bass I actually wanted even at very high volume levels, and that drove me nuts. Given how they've marketed it as super extra bass, I just don't think it just makes any sense. Because something like the Bassheads 225 just blows it away completely. So if you are someone who listens to a lot of bass heavy songs, I don't think this would be a right one for you. And there are people who don't prefer a lot of bass, and to them I think this would be a perfect choice. So this part of the video is being recorded with the internal microphone of the Boat Bassheads 110. Well, one thing that I've noticed is that the audio quality improves a lot if you just hold the microphone to this level. But if you just leave it normally and just casually talk, the quality isn't good. That's maybe because the distance is a lot longer. I think this is the biggest flaw of this design, but anyways, if you just want better quality, you just need to constantly hold this microphone near your mouth, which is kinda annoying, but yeah, it's just that. And the fit is also actually surprisingly good, and it is never going to fall off easily no matter what you do. So if you're into sports and fitness kind of activities, then this might be useful. Alright, switching back to the boat Bassheads 225, one thing that I immediately notice how heavy this feels. But as you can see, the microphone placement is so damn good that the quality of the audio is great, much better when compared to those 110. So yeah, in those aspects I feel this design is a lot more practical. But these are made up of metal, so they are obviously heavy. And in case you are wondering, I purposefully did not turn off the fans because I just wanted this to be a natural way of testing the noise cancellation of these microphones. So that is going to be a real life usage scenario. So that was just that. So that pretty much wraps it up for this video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out.